WWE Smackdown. The main thing that we want to kind of talk about is this Roles and Styles program is doing pretty good. Now they have implemented I Quit match for the class at the castle. What y'all think about that?
I like the way they said that with Cody's promo. Talking about I'm gonna make you say what you should have said last week when everybody thought he was gonna retire, and that's I Quit. So yeah, I like the way they did that, and I think it's gonna be a pretty good match. Because now it's different than the normal, bell to bell match they had. I guess what was the last pay per view they had a match at? Was that Backlash?
Backlash. Yeah. That was Backlash.
So give it a little something different as opposed to having the same match over and over again. So.
And then I think the LC gonna play a part in this for sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I'm wondering who gonna come to Cody's rescue because somebody's coming. Just gotta figure out who.
Yeah, well, we talked about tag teams previously, so.
Arn Anderson.
We'll see. Arn to stay wherever he at.
What I'm gonna do with them
that Glock,
man?
With that Glock that he had talked about the AEW.
Arn come with that Glock.
Arn ready to shoot some folks.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Arn Anderson finna come out there with a jogging suit, American Nightmare jogging suit on.
He gonna bring his son with him.
He's slow. He can get that work too. He's slow.
In any case, I feel like it was a good idea. Hold on, somebody been detected in my backyard.
You got the camera, John?
Yeah, I think it's a spider web over there. Okay, sorry.
So detected that Spider-Man, damn, like there's a big ass spider web if it's detecting it. You got the top of the line alarm system, buddy.
So I think either Quilly or OG mentioned after the initial match at Backlash, you definitely didn't want to see a back-to-back with the same person. But when you put more flavor on the match, it'll draw you in and make you want to see it. Plus the retirement thing they did last week. And it's like I want to get my lick back, if you will. Yeah. And yeah, that's not. I was about to say it myself, but yeah. So
I guess lick.
I'm done.
Get my lick.
Doesn't play every time when you say something.
It's like wait a minute. Every time we say something about Nia Jax, what you do?
That is true.
But throw up.
See what I'm saying? There we go.
I feel like I'm gonna get
there we go.
I ain't gonna say nothing. She cool. I love Nia. She's a beautiful young lady.
Yeah. So now go ahead, see what you think about it. What do you think this match is gonna be? Now adding the I Quit stipulation to it because
it's gonna be good. I'm interested to see, like I say, who's gonna show up because Cody can't do it by himself. Maybe Orton comes back. We never
also
know.
About an I Quit match is basically no disqualification, so anybody can show up and not in the match. So we'll see. They may call them now. Cody won't lose, but they may call it to a point where you get another one, and this time Cody has to back up.
Randy Orton and Kurt Axel. What? They're gonna put
this man said
Kurt back together.
Oh, talking about almost like a legacy group. You talking the legacy. Use here with Ted DiBiase.
He and
Ted. No, it wasn't Ted.
No,
it was Ted.
It was Ted, Randy,
I thought Ted DiBiase was his son is Ted Jr.
Yes, he and Jed.
Okay,
now, right?
Curtis Axel is Mr. Perfect son. That's what you thinking about.
Yeah.
That's right. That is. So we're gonna go with Ted DiBiase and Randy. Oh wait a minute, you said somebody in jail.
The problem is, Ted DiBiase in jail right now.
So Ted ain't coming. So go back to Kurt Axel.
We don't know. He didn't got bailed out. We don't know.
Real talk. Because dude lives in Mississippi. He was almost doing the same stuff that Brett Favre was doing when it comes to like stealing money for people and investing. So yeah, that's what caught him up.
Oh,
yeah.
Which one?
You know what Brett Favre did back with Mississippi State or wherever, University of down there somewhere, Mississippi, Ole Miss down there, when they was taking money that was supposed to go toward the black and poor folks down there, and then funneling that money to the school that he went to. Because right. So Ted DiBiase Jr. was doing something similar to that. I don't know if he was funneling the money to another school or another organization.
He was funneling it to his
himself,
to his profit, his organization.
In my pocket foundation.
And he ain't as famous as Brett Favre, so
he was stealing federal funds. He was
right,
stealing that SNAP money, that family's first money.
He ain't as famous as Brett Favre.
Not even close.
So he don't get a reprieve, huh?
Not even close. You in there,
I gotta
buddy.
understand. Yeah, no, we get nothing there.
You in there, buddy. Don't even worry about it. But I think that it's gonna be interesting to hear. I mean, like with Styles saying, we know he gonna say I quit, because there's somebody got said it. We know Cody ain't said it. So it's gonna be interesting to see if Styles gonna either pass out or actually say I quit, and where that's going to leave him after this so-called renewed thing for wrestling and stuff like this, since he ain't retiring. So
I think what's going to happen is whoever's coming to help Cody, that's going to start a program with AJ, because he has to have somewhere to go after this. But I would love to see a Rock Mankind type I Quit match, but I know we won't see it. But you know,
you're talking about with them cheer shots I sent y'all. Oh my!
Thinking, man.
That's not
Where remember the Rock had somebody in the mic saying I quit.
I quit.
Or recording, yeah. But be real, they're not doing the church shots like they used to back in the day.
Seeing those, it was brutal. Like Brock Lesnar.
The one with that was the worst one. I remember watching that live and I was like, yeah.
But that one with the Undertaker where he bent that chair on that boy head too, I was like, God.
He hit on like the top of the head too.
Man,
that is crazy.
But yeah, no, I'm liking this. I'm liking this program. That's this wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And also it's believable that one day that AJ Styles can beat Cody Rhodes. That's not like, you know what I'm saying, when we was, had Roman as champion, we'll be like, man ain't getting over on Roman. You know what I'm saying? But it's more believable and stuff with AJ Styles. I'm willing to either go this deep, going on what Sig said. Cody going down to NXT today, or he's there today.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
Maybe somebody that, that was down there or whatever, come up randomly to come help him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw
he did a spot with Trick Williams.
Oh, did it? Okay, yeah, I missed that part.
Yeah,
they showed one where he was behind the scenes. Remember when Cody was dashing Cody Rhodes, but he got his nose broken? He wore this little plastic mask. So I think what's her name? The girl that used to be with the other girl. I'm trying to think of the name. You remember the scene? Remember the scene that was they was doing when Bayley was down there and she did the talk show and she kicked the girl through the door in the head.
Yeah.
So the girl that did the kicking, what's her name? I forget. Anyway, her nose is broken now, and Cody gave her that plastic mask. He said, "I got something for you." He pulled the mask out, the same little mask that she wore. So we'll see how they go.
What, she coming to save him?
I think it's Jada James or something like that, or something like that.
I know who you're talking about. I can't even think of her name right now. I just saw her name when I was.
Here come the mask chick. The mask chick coming. She's gonna save Cody.
She was already wearing a mask anyway, but it was a black one. So
I forgot what her name. It is Jada.
Jason James. That's what it is.
Okay.
Gigi Dolan is the other girl got kicked in the head.
Well, yeah, from the
the names will come to my head.
From it was Mandy Rose, they crew.
Right, yeah, she's part of the toxic.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay, so gotcha.
Okay. Toxic.
All right, so we loving it. So we'll get to talking about a little bit more about Clash of the Castle a little bit later. But A-Town Down Under still unraveling.
Why are we still talking about them?
Hey, I mean they're tag champions
until they drop the belts. Yeah, they're gonna have
until they drop it. But I think that those two possibly could possibly have a good program together and stuff.
Well, my boy better be in this roundup.
Who is it?
Since we talking about A-Town Down Under.
Who you talking about?
Let me see if my people on here. Nope. So you saying they the world champions? How come we not talking about our truth?
They on Raw. We were talking.
They on Raw.
I don't even see them in the
but,
Raw.
But they didn't do
context.
anything. They ain't do anything on Raw. They had a couple backstage.
They had a whole match.
They had a whole match.
Did they?
But it's with
Yeah,
the list.
Yeah, you're right.
where you
You're right. With AOP, you're right.
The itinerary is fluid, bro. I always say what? If you want to talk about it,
Hey man, well, all I'm saying is we got to talk about my boy.
Okay, Archie, we'll talk to him because that was
I'm sick of A-Town.
It was funny.
I'm sick of
But I know, and I think a lot of people are, and they're going ahead and breaking that up because, the both of them are so-called the future of WWE when it comes to, being singles wrestlers. So we'll see. I'm interested in seeing. I'm interested in seeing who.
You like A-Town, that?
No, I don't. I don't know what's going to happen with Austin Theory as a face, but
you think he gonna turn face?
That's what everybody. That's what it's pointing at.
Unless you're gonna do heel versus heel. I mean, one of them got to be a baby face.
I don't know. I don't know who I would like better. I couldn't. Yeah, I guess
he's getting some. I mean, he's getting some. Like I read something. I forgot somebody that was saying like he's one of the best young wrestlers that's coming up right now, and he just needs a little bit more exposure. But with the people buy it though, like
that's
because in the end, that's what the people. That's when you get over it is with the people. The people.
And while we on them, I want to pose a question. Y'all answer this. So, do you think it's cool for them to be using and abusing Carmelo Hayes the way they do it? So it's like they set him up and then they knock him down. You set him up, you knock him down.
Well, the one thing about it, he's a heel, so he can take losses as a bad guy. If he was a good guy doing this, then I'll be concerned. But as a bad guy, he's always gonna talk shit. He's always gonna get in the babyface's face, talking noise. He can lose and still be okay. So I ain't worried about Carmelo right now. I know everybody just wants, as soon as someone jumps in from NXT and they get to the main roster, they want them to win championships immediately, and it takes time.
No, this just I look. I'm kind of with you. I just liken it to being, growing pains.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm liking it to them continuing to have him fight his way through that. I mean, and it's LA Knight. You know what I'm saying?
He's going against main eventers. It's not like he losing to jobbers.
Yeah, he's not jobbing anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then only move that he took was an RKO, a good one by the way. But all the rest of them have been just like roll ups and crazy stuff like that too. So they're still trying to make him show who he is at the same time. But he's going to take what they probably call a wrestling education L, possibly. Yeah. And we'll see him continue to grow from that point. But finishing up on A-Town Down Under, DIY possibly go ahead and get those belts off of him and get the tag team division back up and running with them until we find somebody else to run with it. So I'm still interested in seeing how those two are going to do once they start fighting, and probably their first match will be at SummerSlam. So Piper Niven, she had had a strong promo, which is I still had to side-eyeing at the same time because I was just like, damn it, man, like this is a good one, and I know where you're going. You're not going to win, man.
But right. So look, it's similar to Sami Zayn going over to his hometown. You give them the big pop, you give them that moment, but that we don't think they're going to win. She's going to win, so you let us look strong that way. What's going to happen is come the SmackDown after Clash. Okay, what else you gonna do? What you doing with her? Exactly. Keep her on TV. Keep her doing it. Even if her and Chelsea go back to focusing on tag team, she needs to be on TV doing something. So
exactly,
keep that momentum going.
That is exactly what I was thinking, and I was thinking with Piper, and I was thinking that with Isla Dawn and
Alba
Fire. Yeah, that's the same thing. And then they took a L. They got pinned. got tapped by Shayna Baszler. So I'm like, how would you like? If anything, I would have that either be a disqualification or you go ahead and you let Isla Dawn and Fire go ahead and get the dub on this, so they can build up to where they're going.
Right.
Maybe they do that Friday. I don't know, because they're going to be in Scotland.
Yeah.
Maybe they have them, whoop on the champions and hold the belt and stand up and stuff like that. But I didn't think that they need to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't think they need to take the L. But Piper, my thing is if she go there and she puts on a hell of a match, right? The people behind her, Bailey, each is one out. What's gonna be the next thing? So my pick for Money in the Bank is Chelsea Green. I'm gonna stay on record for that. But do you let Piper go ahead and get it now? You know what I'm saying? If she has a strong showing.
Yeah, she'll probably be in the match. I mean, she'll win a qualifying match to get in there, and maybe storyline is her being in the match will help Chelsea win. I still don't think Chelsea's gonna win, but that can be what the story going in is that she's here to assist Chelsea Green, and then we'll go.
Or you go ahead and split them up.
Yeah. Well,
maybe you put both of them. Maybe they both win qualifying match and they're both in there, and it gets to a spot where they're arguing over who's going to put who over at this time. That ruins both of their chances possibly, or something like that. Even though I got Chelsea winning.
There's multiple ways to do it.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, you can see my. So, but strong promo about her. I can't wait to see the match and stuff like that. We know that, Bailey, I hope Bailey helps put her over with a good match and stuff as well. I hope that Bailey ain't injured and everything, and she puts on the show as well. But like I said, Piper being able to put on a show, not just for her hometown, but everybody who's going to tune in. And there's a lot of people that know that she can go and stuff. They've seen her and they're just waiting for the opportunity as well. So, the Bloodline saga continues, and now we had a induction ceremony of some sort to give them random additions to their names.
I guess because the way they phrased it, I guess Tongaloa hasn't been officially sworn in yet, because they initially named it as if they were swearing in Tongaloa into the Bloodline, but during the same time then they named Tama, which is biting right off what Roman did with Jey Uso, naming Tama Tonga the right hand man.
The right hand man.
Yeah, the Solo. So
yeah, the infamous Tongaloa or whatever. I think that's what it is, and stuff like that. I guess to kind of make them vicious or something. Right.
I missed that part. But yeah, they basically called him the infamous Tongaloa now.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
That's what's going on there. Actually, we got Kevin Owens came out there and wanted to fight 1-on-3 pretty much, until the Street Profits and stuff came out there to save him. But also wanted to talk about the possibility of a new Bloodline member. I read this all this week. I guess this is Tonga.
There's three of them. So both of them.
It's Tonga. Who brother?
So Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and this other person. They all three are brothers. So Haku has three sons. Haku has 3 sons, and this is the third one.
Yes.
Now he's tall. This man about 6'10". So I think he's officially listed maybe.
Yeah, Hukuleu or something.
Hukuleu, yeah. Is that Hukuleu? Yeah. Because his contract with New Japan is ending.
It's up. He's done. He's done.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, it was done.
Yeah.
So that's the reading that he could be coming over sometime soon.
Yeah, people that follow New Japan, and I saw this all over Twitter, because in Twitter they were all kind of a faction as well. So when Tama came over and Tongaloa came over, they said, hold on, it's the third one. Where's the other one at? And you see now the other one is rumored to be headed there as well. So.
And then the big question mark is like we talked about like for the last few podcast stuff we do is like Jacob Fatu, where does he fit in all of this?
Yeah,
and I think that's the thing.
And I think I even mentioned it. See, everybody can't go with Solo. If not, you're gonna have an NWO type faction. So I think some of them will, and I think Jacob will be the one that will end up teaming with the Usos and Roman whenever they get their stuff situated. So,
But you gotta have some. My thing is though, Q, and this is the thing that's gonna bother me, and it just hit me today when I was getting our notes and stuff together. But all right, so you do that. You put Jacob over there with the Usos and Roman, and you got those four over there. They haven't done anything to make them just this dominant 2.0 version of Bloodline right now. And if you got Roman that come over and they squash this team, where do they go from there? Because they're the, now you're saying that this Bloodline is better than that one, and then that, I think that would take the sauce from what they're doing. To me.
I think, again, we don't know how it's gonna play out, but in the meantime, you need to have this new Bloodline like terrorizing folks to a point where it's going to eventually come over to Raw and they're going to get at Jay. That's still going to be a while because I still think Roman is going to be a while before he gets back. And then there's no need to bring Jimmy back until they're ready to pursue and basically jump on Jay. So we still got time. That's one thing. I know everybody talking about Roman could be back by SummerSlam, which is August. I still think that's too soon. So we just let it play out. Roman is doing the movie now. So until all this stuff is wrapped up and we knew that he's trained and ready to get back in the ring, it's a slow burn. You just gotta be patient.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. I don't want to rush it because if anything, that produces bad material and stuff. And
right.
That's what the first Bloodline thing was saying. Well, that was the long game, man. Like the long game.
And the crazy thing about it, people forget. We was going through the pandemic then, so they were just trying stuff. They had time to kind of play this stuff out. And when Roman first started doing his whole tribal chief gimmick, it was during the pandemic, and then he had Jay by his side, but it was almost one of those terms that I literally just heard maybe the last couple of years, gaslight. So he was gaslighting Jay and making him think that they was all equal, but at the same time keeping him under his thumb the whole time.
Bro, you know what that means anyway. I mean, we've been saying.
Well, I've never heard the term. Right, but I never heard the term gaslighting.
I already knew when they said gaslight, it's the same thing as gas somebody. Yeah, I already knew. I didn't need an explanation of that. Not from you. I'm just saying, like, when people were saying it, everybody was like, gas. I was like, you mean gassing somebody else? Like, they knew. Yeah. But anyway. But no, I get it. And, they got time. Hey, they at least got to either Survivor Series or WrestleMania to pull this whole thing off the way we want to see it. So, still interested in seeing what the Bloodline and stuff is going to offer. So that pretty much wraps up a SmackDown. Real quick take on SmackDown. Not a lot of stuff going on over there right now, but still interested in seeing what they got going on. So
I'm sorry. So what do you consider gassing somebody up?
Joe, man, you going to look. You can go and get, Bianca, man. She, man, you the man, dog. You got it. You could do it, bro. You could pull up, man. Look, we just on here and stuff like that. We got us a little group, but you, dog, you stand out, bro. You can do anything you want to, bro. You got to go ahead, man. Who she messing with? Go ahead and do it.
That ain't really gassing up. That's reality. But I get what you're saying. Now, what do you consider gaslighting?
You stupid,
bro. You stupid. That's in the Webster's dictionary online. The exact description from gaslight. It even had your name on it.
I thought it was going
like distorting someone's perception. Like if, I'm saying, hey Ricky, man, you are. Well, I guess I see what you're saying now that I say that, because it was a reel that this woman was like, baby, our marriage license expired, and she was like, so what are we gonna? He was like, what? It expired? What are you talking about? So it's like that kind of distorting somebody's reality is more so what I thought gaslighting was. It's like you trying to make them think that my reality isn't true.
Yeah, and your reality of pulling Bianca Belair,
and blowing your head up.
That's
blowing
true.
Your head up.
But honestly, I do not know what
but I'm
Yeah.
married and she's married, so that's irrelevant. But if
mentioned
we
that-
was both single,
That makes it untrue then, because you're
No,
not.
Because honestly,
true that
I did not
could
know what
pull
that
her.
what I did not know what that term meant. Honestly, I still kind of don't know what it means, but I've always seen it, especially on social media. Everybody giving all kind of these relationship advice or whatever. I've seen it from a relationship standpoint where they say this abusive guy was gaslighting his woman and all kind of stuff. So I always looked at it as a negative thing, but I could be totally wrong. I don't know. But I know that.
But that's how I get it.
Yeah.
Kind of like gassing somebody up, and all the examples that I've seen and stuff like that kind of makes me think that's what it was. I mean, I could be wrong too, but that's how it sounds like when people put the example out there to me, and when they saying it, I just use context clues, and it sounds just like you gassing somebody up.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, this gaslighting portion of the segment has been brought to you by Webster's Dictionary.
And 6 and red.
Don't do that because we're gonna talk.